Aww.
I heard a cute aw in there. Cool down!
You won't believe how Peter shows his love for his kids on Family Guy. Here are 10 hilarious and heartwarming moments that prove he is a good dad. Number 10. Peter tells stories to his family when bored.
What are we gonna do now?
Well, we could light some candles and read.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, read the inside of my butt.
What do you do when the lights go out and you have nothing to watch? If you are Peter Griffin, you turn your family into an audience for your storytelling skills. That's how some of the most hilarious episodes of Family Guy were born, especially the ones that spoof Star Wars and other classics.
Sorry.
Peter puts his own twist on these stories, casting himself and his loved ones as the main characters. He also adds his own jokes, references, and commentary, making the stories more fun and relatable.
I love you.
Fuck off.
A few moments later.
Peter may not be the smartest or the most responsible dad, but he knows how to keep his kids entertained and educated in his own way. These episodes are not only funny, but also heartwarming, as they show the bond between Peter and his family. They are moments that the Griffin children will always cherish.
What the hell, man? I was gonna make it!
Thanks for watching over me and keeping me safe.
Fuck you! You murdered me, you ass!
Number 9. By taking a massive risk, Peter earned millions for his family.
Don't you know the lottery is just a tax on stupid people?
Would you be saying that if the prize was 150 million bags of a neighbor's garbage?
But it's not. I mean, is it? That is an unrealistic, unfair question.
How he won the lottery and changed his family's life. What would you do if you had a chance to win the lottery? Would you risk everything for a shot at the jackpot? That's what Peter Griffin did in the episode Lottery Fever.
Yes, we won the lottery! I'm getting a penis butler.
Sir?
All right, buttle my penis. Buttle it!
He came up with a crazy plan to buy thousands of tickets, using his house as collateral. He gambled with his family's future, hoping for a miracle. And guess what? He got it.
Yeah, money!
Woo!
He hit the big one and became a millionaire overnight. He and his family were suddenly rich and could afford anything they wanted.
You don't see poor people doing this!
Number 8. He did anything for his family.
Perhaps I could offer you a glass of port. And you a glass of starboard. That's a little nautical joke. I'm a fish, you see. I'm also delightfully mad.
Peter Griffin is no stranger to financial struggles and unemployment in Family Guy. The show has featured many hilarious and outrageous episodes where Peter faces various difficulties and loses his job.
Wilson! What are we gonna do now? Wilson! Wilson!
My name is Voight, dumbass.
In one memorable adventure, Peter decides to risk his life and join a fishing crew to catch a legendary fish that would earn him a $50,000 bounty. He does this to save his beloved home from foreclosure.
But this is gonna be dangerous. We could all die.
Oh, come on, you're our best friend, Peter. Besides, I can remember a time when you saved all our butts.
Yeah!
Peter's love for his family drives him to do whatever it takes to provide for them, even if it means breaking the law or endangering himself. While Peter's schemes are often morally dubious and hilariously absurd, he always has his family's best interest at heart.
But why?
To keep your mouth shut. And because the longer we stay here, the more people are going to question how a fisherman with no engineering background managed to build a sophisticated talking fish robot.
Number 7. Peter confronted Chris's bully.
Oh, yeah?
Look, Griffin got his ass kicked! What a loser! I have that shirt at home.
In the hilarious episode The Tan Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Chris faced a series of brutal attacks from a vicious bully named Kyle. Peter, being a caring father, decided to take matters into his own hands and visited Kyle's parents.
Apparently your son got into a little scrape with my kid.
Oh, dear, they're not getting along?
Like an old guy and a midget.
Sir, will you please stop staring at me?
Where's the rest of you?
But after a futile conversation, Peter took a more direct approach and confronted Kyle himself. However, Peter crossed the line when he unleashed his fury on the young bully and gave him a taste of his own medicine.
I'm
I'm Peter Griffin. I'm a dorky, fat numbnuts.
Kyle, I said shut up.
You're a poop nose.
Sadly, Peter got a taste of something else. Kyle's mean streak. Peter soon turned into a bully himself and terrorized everyone around him.
Peter, stop it. Joe is your friend.
Shut up, you nerd.
Hey.
Thankfully, he came to his senses after Chris's intervention, and fans admire his initial attempt to protect his son. Number 6. He tried to get drugs out of his kid's school.
I can see the air. And you know what else? I finally get Aaron Sorkin's Sports Night. It's a comedy that's too good to be funny.
In the hilarious episode Let's All Go to the Hop, Quahog is hit by a bizarre drug trend, licking toads to get high.
For you parents, toad licking is also known as lily padding, Frenching the Prince, and doing Kermit.
When the psychedelic substance reaches Meg and Chris's school, Peter takes matters into his own hands to stop the madness. He puts on a wig and a leather jacket and goes undercover as a cool kid to steer the students away from the toads.
Yeah, when you use Toad, it'll mess you up. It'll make your mama cry. That's no lie. You'll choke on your tongue and die.
The episode takes a wild turn when Peter gets caught up in his new persona, but he still did a heroic deed by getting rid of the drugs in the school. By doing this, Peter protected his kids from the dangers of drug abuse, improved the school environment, and created a memorable character for the viewers.
You're the coolest, Lando! Yeah, we never spontaneously broke into song and dance before you arrived. I'll never touch another toad again. None of us will. Yeah.
Number 5. Peter stopped Quagmire from seducing Meg.
Oh no! Peter, look!
See you later, suckers!
Oh, good luck to them.
Peter!
One of the most disturbing episodes of Family Guy was Meg and Quagmire, where the Griffin's perverted neighbor decided to pursue Meg on her 18th birthday. Quagmire, who had a history of hitting on anything that moved, saw Meg as his next target and wasted no time in trying to seduce her.
You're so stupid, stop! I'm gonna...
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It's just your body. Sometimes things slip out. Probably just making room for something.
Like what?
Peter, who usually ignores Meg's problems, finally realizes what Quagmire is planning. With the help of Brian, who was equally disgusted by Quagmire's actions, Peter confronted Quagmire and told him to stay away from his daughter.
Aww.
I heard a cute aw in there. Cool down.
He also gave Meg a heartfelt speech about how much he loved her and how she deserved better than Quagmire. Peter's intervention prevented Quagmire from taking advantage of Meg and ruining her life.
Meg, I'm only going to say this once. You may be an adult, but you're still my daughter. And it's my job to protect you from errant wieners. So I don't care how old you are, you're gonna do what I say and get in the damn car!
Yes, Daddy.
Number 4. Peter meant well for Meg.
Dun 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 dun.
In the hilarious episode The Story on Page 1, Meg Griffin finally got a chance to showcase her writing skills as a reporter for her school newspaper. She was excited to submit her first story.
Uh-oh. Of course, you realize this means war.
But her father, Peter Griffin, had other plans. He thought Meg's article about the school's new water fountain was too dull and uninteresting, so he decided to spice it up with his own sensational headline. He claimed that Meg had an exclusive interview with the actor Luke Perry, who confessed to being gay. Peter hoped that this would make Meg popular and famous, but instead, it caused a lot of trouble for her. Meg had to face the wrath of her angry editor, the legal threats from Luke Perry's lawyers, and the embarrassment of being exposed as a liar.
Oh my God! Meg Griffin, you are so sued.
Dun 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 dun.
Number 3. Protect Meg.
What are you gonna do about it?
What am I gonna do about it? I'll knock your teeth down your throat and out your butt, you little bastard.
What happens when Peter Griffin becomes Meg's overprotective dad? Find out in 2 hilarious episodes of Family Guy, where Peter goes from zero to hero in defending Meg from her enemies.
Now that your dad's the principal, you could finally have power over the bullies.
Now you little punks get to class. And if you see Miss Milliken, tell her I said, hey, what's up?
In Peter's Daughter, Peter has a change of heart after Meg nearly dies in a pool. He becomes her personal bodyguard, and unleashes his wrath on Connie, the school bully, and anyone else who dares to pick on Meg.
Dad, that's enough! Dad, that's enough! That's enough, Dad!
In another episode, Peter gets a job as the principal of James Woods High, where he tries to be a cool dad to his kids.
Him out!
My name is Peter.
Check.
That ain't no lie.
Check.
I go pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, how sweet it is. Check, check.
But he also becomes a tyrant and threatens to beat up any student who annoys Meg. Watch these episodes and see how Peter's good intentions turn into bad consequences for him and Meg.
What is going on here?
Just a little of the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and wrecking this guy's sack.
Number 2. Peter rescued Stewie from a wrong adoption.
Hold it right there.
Oh, what? Don't shoot! Now shoot!
Peter's daring mission to save Stewie from a foster fiasco. In a hilarious twist of fate, Stewie was snatched away from the Griffins by social services, who mistook him for a neglected child. He ended up in a foster home with a clueless couple who had no idea what they were getting into.
Hola, Stewie. Ni hao, Stewie. Stewie.
Good God, I've been adopted by a Benetton ad.
The Griffins were not about to give up on their baby boy, so they teamed up with their quirky neighbors to devise a cunning rescue plan. The plan involved Peter, who bravely volunteered to infiltrate the foster home and bring Stewie back.
Is there something missing in your life?
You know, I just bet there is. Sarah, we have guests, and one of them is a homosexual.
He scaled the roof and slid down the chimney like a clumsy Santa Claus. He then searched the house for Stewie, dodging the foster parents and their pets. He finally found Stewie and whisked him away to safety.
Oh, you people can kiss the fattest part of my ass. We'll be back, Stewie.
Wait.
Is that a real Prada bag?
Number 1. Peter and Meg bonded on the road.
I thought you liked working at the toy factory.
Hell no, I always wanted to be a podiatrist.
Thanks to you, Dr. Griffin, my bunion is healed and I can walk without pain.
This isn't a joke. I once had legitimate aspirations.
How Peter and Meg became road trip buddies in Family Guy. What happens when you put Peter and Meg in a car together for a long drive? You might expect chaos, insults, and pranks, but in the episode Meg Stinks, the opposite happened.
Dad, they're all bruised and filthy.
Yeah, these might be throwing at Bus's apples, not eating apples. See, Meg, you can be in the flashback, because we're friends now.
Peter and Meg embarked on a road trip to attend a college interview for Meg, and along the way, they found out they had more in common than they thought. From enjoying the same music to sharing the same sense of humor, Peter and Meg bonded over their similarities and had a blast on the road.
Sword fight!
Gonna get ya!
You got a funny little wiener, but you're a nice guy, Meg.
This is great, Dad.
The episode showed a rare and heartwarming side of Peter, who usually treats Meg poorly, but this time, he acted like a supportive and caring dad. Fans of Family Guy were touched by this unexpected twist and appreciated the sweet moment between Peter and his daughter.
Awesome. Come on, let's go next door and get your mom a funny refrigerator magnet. I got a piercing, too.